Alexander from Moscow is asking, how can I make sure that my teacher is a real teacher and he really got the Torah from his teacher?
I
don't know. It's not something that works according to the senses, to the intellect, to the emotions, according to any corporeal discernment in this world. You cannot determine this. First of all, there is a sort of inner feeling about this. From within the point in the heart. Is the teacher really a real teacher in that he relates to reality in a way that is true, at least to the best of my understanding? Although, again, I'm contradicting myself. I said that you couldn't test according to your corporeal reason, but his attitude toward the truth has to be like in corporeality. It begins in corporeality. In other words, he's relating directly to everything that's happening in this world, and also in a spiritual way, that it's all in there's nothing else besides him, and he's good and does good, and that's how he behaves, pretty much as the lower one understands and can detect. So that's one. Number two, simply because he was connected to his Rav and received from him. And I have no doubt about his Rav. This is the first test. Afterwards, the student receives all kinds of discernments that are closer to spirituality, and he sees that it's really so. Although, opposite that, he gets all kinds of hardenings of the heart. That's the way. But especially, it's the method he receives from his Rav. That what he hears from his Rav is what you can also understand from the books. We're talking about like a logical criticism, something intellectual, besides the emotional one. Things that he hears after testing them really do belong to spirituality. The teacher is teaching him how to subjugate himself toward the Creator, toward the students, how to connect and attend, how to draw reforming light, how to overcome problems, failures, and to see in them only a springboard and not a disturbance, etc. To the extent that a student tries to absorb, grasp the method of correction, he sees that this is what the teacher teaches him. Yes.
Nadav from Canada is asking, what's the difference between my attitude towards the friends, the Rav, and the Creator?
The difference is that the friends are basically the environment, the atmosphere he has to build, because in it and through it, he receives everything from the teacher and from the Creator. The teacher is at the center of the 10. He is the connector between the group and the Creator, the reforming light. So there has to be an understanding here that carrying out the recommendations of the teacher in the group is to connect to the teacher, and to connect to the group and to the teacher correctly means to connect to the Creator.